Infiltration is a space-themed dungeon crawler minigame and will be making its debut in Klyx Games 5. In this video, we'll be covering how to play the game, and fair warning, this is a difficult game that will require good communication and efficiency to score high. Let's start off with the basics and context of the game. Teams are trapped on separate spaceships of the same seed, with only 15 minutes until all of the spaceships explode into oblivion. All players that fail to eject from the ship before the spaceship explodes will be eliminated and lose all the coins that they are carrying, detracting from their team's score. In order to bank coins, players must eject from the spaceship before time runs out in this big portal. There are two main areas where you can venture in this game: exploration paths and missions. Missions are limited time challenges that grant teams bonus coins and lots of plasma cores, and we'll explain more about plasma cores later. At 3 set intervals during the game, a mission will appear for teams to complete, and players can travel through the Nebula Nexus portal found in the middle of the spaceship to reach these missions. These missions begin at the same time for all teams, so when each mission opens, a 4-minute timer will start to tick down, regardless of whether a team has begun to complete the mission. The faster each team completes a mission, the more bonus coins and plasma cores they will receive. If a team fails to complete a mission, they will miss out on these bonus rewards. However, partial completion points are still given out for doing parts of missions. Now, onto the exploration paths. There are 4 paths: the Fairy Path, the Surge Path, the Twilight Path, and the Ember Path. Each path contains 3 orb fight rooms, with each orb fight room hiding an elusive orb of that path type. When entering an orb fight room, the door will be shut behind the player, and an orb boss will spawn. In order to extract an orb, players must run and break the orb glass found on the other side of the room, extracting the orb and unlocking the door. However, if a player dies before extracting an orb, the door to that orb fight will stay locked for the rest of the game, and that orb can no longer be retrieved. To bank extracted orbs, players must place the orbs in the hopper next to the path entrance of that orb type. Now, orbs are extremely important, as not only do they grant teams a lot of bonus coins, they guarantee coins for teams at the end of the game, as even if a team has no one eject at the end of the game, coins from banked orbs will still be granted. Teams score more coins for banking more orbs of each type. For example, banking all 3 Surge orbs is worth more than banking only 1 Fairy, Ember, and Twilight orb. Each path contains a plethora of crates and mob spawners, which players can mine for coins, and players can also break diorite walls to access more paths. Furthermore, players start the game with a few utility items to help them on their explorations: infinite torches, which are rechargeable torches that can only be placed on the floor, path markers, which can be used to mark paths, and a bow, which has a shoot cooldown but infinite arrows. Players can also find warning rooms down paths, which are high-risk, high-reward parkour rooms. If completed, a room full of crates will follow, with no advancing paths, but failing the parkour leads to a void pit that will instantly kill the player. Speaking of deaths, dying in missions will cause you to lose 10% of your held coins, and dying in an exploration path will cause you to lose 30% of your held coins. Now, I've mentioned plasmic cores and plasmic essence, but what actually are these items? Well, in front of you is the Nexus Tower. It holds the power generated from plasmic cores and plasmic essence. You can then use this power to purchase a wide range of team upgrades at the plasmic dealer to increase your team's efficiency at exploring or completing missions. If you run out of power, nothing will happen. All the Nexus Tower does is simply hold the amount of power you can spend at the plasmic dealer, and the Nexus Tower can hold up to 200 power. You can get plasmic essence by killing mobs, breaking mob spawners, and killing orb fight bosses. There are 2 ways to use the plasmic essence. If you are far away from the middle of your ship, you can remotely bank your plasmic essence by pressing the item, at a ratio of 4 plasmic essence to 10 power at the Nexus Tower. However, you can instead return to the Nexus Tower, and this will convert all your plasmic essence to plasmic cores, at a ratio of 2 plasmic essence to 1 plasmic core. You can then bank your plasmic cores at the hoppers surrounding the Nexus Tower for power, at a ratio of 1 plasmic core to 10 power. And that's it for Infiltration. For more information on scoring and a shortened version of this game's explanation, you can check the video description, and the Klyx Games wiki will be updated with further information soon. For the teams playing this game for the first time in Klyx Games 5, good luck! Watch Klyx Games 5 go live on Sunday, August 3rd, 2025 at 2 p.m. BST.